I'd like to thank everyone for coming today to the Palisades Park and Rec Center. By way of introduction, I think most of you know this. My name is J.J. Redick. I'm the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. 6 months ago, when we moved, thank you. 6 months ago, when we moved to the Palisades, saying that felt really weird. 80 games in and a playoff berth, it's normal now. We are here today because of this place behind us. My family and I, when we moved back to LA last summer, we were looking for a home, we were looking for a community. We found that here in the Palisades, and the place behind us, the Palisades Park and Rec Center, was the communal hub. It was a place that my family and I spent nearly every day. Our kids playing flag football, basketball, baseball, meeting friends after school. It was a place for them to grow, to create friendships, and it was a place for everyone in this community to be together. 10 days ago, my family and I launched the LA Strong Sports Foundation with a very simple mission to support the development of sports facilities and programs across LA. But the near term is to reimagine and rebuild the Palisades Park and Rec Center. And that is why we are here today. We are so excited and grateful to announce a public-private partnership between the city, Steadfast LA, and LA Strong Sports Foundation. We've already begun to work with some of the most accomplished designers, architects, and key community stakeholders. I want to be very clear, this is just the beginning. This is something that is going to take time, and this is something that is going to take all of us. We have already engaged with local groups and people who were instrumental in making the rec center so special in the first place. The key thing is everyone here is at the table. We are in agreement that we need to reimagine and rebuild this park and make it the cornerstone once again of this community. I'm going to introduce a couple people, and within days of the Palisades and Eaton fire, there were two people that I reached out to, Mayor Bass and Rick Caruso. For Mayor Bass, I'm so grateful for her partnership on this, for her support on this. In fact, I'm honored. Last Sunday, we launched the LA Strong Sports Foundation with an event at El Segundo, 65 kids who had lost their homes in the fires. My coaches put on a clinic. Mayor Bass was kind enough to show up and talk with the kids and talk with the families. The reality is the scale is so vast of this rebuild, and we're so grateful for her to prioritize this partnership and prioritize this park and rec center. So I'm going to turn it over to Mayor Bass. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is a great day in the Palisades. I want to first thank Coach Redick, his wife Chelsea, and everyone here today for this important occasion. My top priority is to get people home, to rebuild houses, of course, but also to rebuild everything that creates a community. We said we would bring this town center back, and today is a step forward in that effort. This is about rebuilding, but it's also about healing. Many families, especially the young people, experience profound trauma caused by the fires. JJ and I have talked about that. And we want to make sure that for the sake of our young people, that we not only rebuild the rec center, but that we rebuild it better. So when I heard that JJ was working on putting a group together, we got on the phone and I told him that the city is all in to help. I said, whatever we need to do, that means cutting red tape, expediting permits, helping to remove debris quickly, providing open lines of communication with all the city departments and staff, we will do it. I know that every day that passes is a day too long for people who lost their homes. We've restored utilities 16 months faster than after the Camp Fire, and we've started rebuilding homes 4 months faster than after the Woolsey Fire. Because we have come together, we are on track to have one of the fastest recoveries in our state history. So to make sure, we worked with the Army Corps to expedite debris removal around the rec center, as well as the library and the playground, for which we announced new funding last week. This collaboration and togetherness and unity to make this work, and that is what makes Los Angeles so special. The spirit of coming together in the face of tragedy and focusing on the work and the people of this great city. So I want to again thank JJ, Chelsea, and LA Strong Sports. I want to thank Rick and Steadfast LA. I want to thank you for your teamwork, and I want to thank the LA Parks Foundation, Pally Strong, Pally for Pally, and longtime rec center stakeholders. And last but not least, I want to thank someone who's not here today, our Councilwoman Tracy Park, who is in Hawaii right now learning valuable lessons from the 2023 fire. This community has been through so much, but you inspire us every day. That goes for everyone in the city. We are going to rebuild this rec center much better, and we will restore the sense of community while the individuals that lived here will rebuild their homes. And again, anything that we can do to expedite it, we are ready to do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Bass. As I said, the other person that Chelsea and I reached out to after the fires was Rick Caruso. We obviously knew of Rick's involvement in the Palisades Village, but we also knew him to be a leader. And he and his team have formed Steadfast LA, some of the brightest minds across LA, to help facilitate and expedite the rebuilding of communities that have been devastated by these fires. A few people that I just want to recognize from Rick's team: George Milstein, Nick Geller, and Duncan Patterson. George has been instrumental in working through the logistics of this partnership. Nick, who grew up in the Palisades, has reached out to a number of community leaders and members. He's one of the most talented individuals I've ever been around, and I mean that. Thank you, Nick. And Duncan Patterson from Gensler, who has put together the site map, the lovely rendering of the future rec center with Steve Kerr's jersey hung in the banners. And I'd like to also recognize Ann Kerr, who's here, Steve's mom. Such an amazing member of our community. Duncan also has lived in the Palisades. So many of us have so much invested, including Rick, and we want to thank him for his leadership and thank him for his support in this partnership. Rick?
Well, thank you, JJ. Thank you, Madam Mayor. Appreciate your support. You know what I love about today is I'm looking out and I'm seeing so many people that are locals in this neighborhood. And the real importance of today is that this park, as all of the residents know, was the heartbeat of the Palisades. It was the heartbeat of the Palisades for generations. And then what happens? A new family moves in town, falls in love with the neighborhood, falls in love with the park, and before you know it, in an instant, it's over. Beyond the heartbreak and the devastation that everybody has gone through here, and the losses people feel of losing their home, on top of that, what you're hearing about today is the real deep sadness and loss of a lifestyle. A lot of people in this neighborhood, and JJ and Chelsea experienced it, albeit for too short of a time. It was the local town where people said hello. It's where people gathered at their park with their kids. It's where people ran into each other on the way to church or a synagogue. It was all of those community centers that people celebrated life together. And in the middle of that is Palisades Park. It gave its energy and its fuel to this community. So when JJ called me a few days after the fires hit, I was thinking to myself, the leadership, the compassion, the energy, and the goodness of this family, JJ and his wife Chelsea, the newbies to lean in and say to me, we want to bring that park back. The families and the kids need it, and we're going to take the lead to do it. And I just want to tell you, JJ, on behalf of my family, on behalf of Steadfast, I couldn't be more honored to stand with you on this. And we will do everything for you, because your leadership, your effort that got us to this point today, but for you, it would not have happened, got us to this point today. This park is back. This town is back. We're going to open up this park quickly. It's going to be bigger and better than ever, the better programming. And the beauty of this public-private partnership is that this community will have a say in the ongoing operation and the design of this park. It is going to be their community park. And I just want to note, Andy Cohen from Gensler, Duncan, just leaned in with these drawings. We said, go big. And of course, JJ's advising them. This will be, no doubt, one of the greatest parks in the United States for families. And that's the way it should be in the Palisades, and still keep it dear and still keep it in the scale that Palisades love. I also wanted to give a call out to Nick of my team, who spearheaded so many different forces behind the scenes to getting this done, and everybody, Najla, everybody on the Steadfast team that's been working really hard. And I also want to point out an unsung hero in the crowd. Is Bob Benton still here? Bob? Bob Benton has been overseeing the baseball program on this park for 35 years. He's a staple of the community. So, Bob, thank you for all you've done. Get ready to get real busy again very quickly, because we're going to have you and your teams back out here. So God bless the Palisades. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rick. Before I close, I do need to acknowledge two other members of our foundation. One is Jenna Jackson, who grew up just down the street, and as a kid would put a ladder in her backyard to climb over the fence to go play in the park. She grew up here. Her kids have grown up here. She is as invested in anyone in the future well-being of this park. We're so grateful for all of her efforts. And the fourth member of our foundation, Kylie Kilgore, who is going to kill me that I acknowledged her. But we're so appreciative of everything that Kylie does for the foundation and for the Lakers and for me. As Rick said, this is the early stages, and everyone up here is committed. The reality is we can't do this alone. We need help. If you are interested in helping, if you are a member of this community, we want your feedback. We want your involvement. We want your say in what the future of your park looks like and functions like. If you want more information, you can go to lastrongsports.org. If you'd like to be involved, if you have questions, if you want to give, you can also text LA Strong to 707070. Again, thank you so much. Thanks again, Mayor Bass. Thank you, Rick Caruso, and everyone at Steadfast. We're so grateful, and we're very excited about what the future of this park is going to be and what it will mean for this community as we rebuild. Thank you.